We haven't played really well recently at home. We haven't even scored a touchdown yet, unfortunately. We haven't scored a touchdown or won any games at home because obviously you don't score touchdowns, you don't win games. So, all right, guys, I'm sure you have heard already. Some might say this is old news, but this is big news for certain. Kayvon Thibodeau is week to week. Nah, they saying it's week to week, but you know how that works. It's probably not week to week. It's probably a few weeks. Let's just hope he doesn't go into the IR, because if he goes into the IR, that means he's not going to be around for 4 weeks minimum. So he just had a surgery on his wrist, and I don't know how the wrist works, but I'm just glad it's not a leg, because the lower bottom of your body is a lot harder to come back from. You could just ask Daniel Jones. There's a lot of ligaments in there that you don't want no business of. So he's not a wide receiver, so I would think he'd be back sooner than later. Today, we're going to get into the Bengals. Yes, Cincinnati Bengals. We playing on Sunday night. at MetLife at home, right here in the building. And we haven't played really well recently at home. We haven't even scored a touchdown yet, unfortunately. We haven't scored a touchdown or won any games at home, because obviously you don't score touchdowns, you don't win games. So this is a big game. We haven't won a primetime game as well in a long time. I think Danny is like 1-14 or 1-13. But I wouldn't really look too deep into that, because the teams he was on during those primetime games are the teams he was on during those primetime games. Not the best, for certain. Not the best O-line, not the best receivers, not the best anything. So we're looking a lot more different, and I'm hoping that the different look will change this primetime slump we've been in. So yeah, let's hope for the best. The Bengals are not an easy team. They have had a lot of close games. They played against some of the best teams in the league, some of the best quarterbacks from the league. So they are no joke, for certain. I would say the offense is very, very, very explosive. Got weapons everywhere. You got Jamar Chase, you got T. Higgins. I mean, their running game is not the best. The offensive line is okay here and there. Not the best of the best, but the wide receivers are on point. And Joe Burrow does his thing. Cool Joe, they call him, I think, right? Maybe not. Who knows? But Joe Burrow is obviously a good quarterback. And the offense is firing on all cylinders. The only issue they have is the defense, obviously. The defense looks like it's the opposite of the offense. So we'll see how that works out when we get there. But I'm looking forward to watching the highlights versus the Ravens, because I want to see what they look like against a division rival. So we're going to do that today. We're going to watch the highlights of the Bengals versus the Ravens and see where they're at, see where they lack, and see where they're exceptional at, because I'm sure it's one of the both. I mean, from what I'm hearing, this game they should have won. They did not win it. So I know the results. So I'm probably not going to show like the entire highlights, but I will show little clips. But I'm going to be watching the entire highlights of Ravens versus Bengals. Also, we're going to look into New York Giants site and see what's going on with Malik Neighbors. Will it be available on Sunday? Because we need him, I mean, you could say that we didn't need him against the Seahawks, but he could always help. So having him on the field, even Hyatt, even though he hasn't done much, Hyatt gets a lot of other receivers open. The more threats you got, the better it is for everyone around, period. So as far as Thibodeau goes, touching back with Thibodeau's situation with the wrist, I am concerned, obviously, because Thibodeau is a big part of our defensive line, but also we have backups that can handle that. They can step up, just like the wide receivers stepped up when Malik Neighbors wasn't here. against the Seahawks, I feel like Azeez Ojulari will step up. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt because I mean, knock on wood, but Azeez Ojulari has stepped up, but only in flashes this year. So hopefully we can keep him healthy up there because he's been flashing. He's been flashing 100% all season long. He's been flashing. You might see him here, you might see him there, you might not see him here, you might not see him there. So he's been sort of like sprinkled in there. But now he's gonna have to like full-time job this one, and I think he's up for it. I think Azeez Ojulari is gonna step up and he's gonna handle business like he's supposed to. So I'm not too crazy worried about missing Thibodeau, but it is not nothing that we want, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Next man step up, But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the highlights. We're gonna check out the highlights. Well, I'm gonna check out the highlights. I might give y'all just a little sprinkle here and there. And then we're gonna get into Malik Neighbors and see what his situation is. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So from what I'm hearing, this game was off the chains. So let's find out. Let's see how it works out. He said, look at the blocking, and he's not lying about the blocking. Look at this. There's no penetration whatsoever. Maybe 94, but 47 right there. I think it's 47 from the Ravens. He's going to handle that because it's 2-on-1. But look at the rest of them. Nothing going on. You got the linebackers over here, and possibly 23 as a safety. They are nowhere around the wide receivers. So, and the reason I know that the Bengals defense is not it, first of all, they've been in explosive games. Other offenses have just, been scoring on them left and right, basically, But I did watch the entire Commanders versus the Bengals, and the way they could not do anything to get to Jaden Daniels was irritating to me. Because obviously, I'm a Giants fan, so I want the Bengals to win. But like looking at their defense, I'm like, you guys can't stop nothing. You can't stop the run. You can't defend the passing. I mean, like, what do you guys do? Jaden Daniels had like all day to throw the ball. He looked like the best quarterback that ever lived on earth. I mean, he had all the time in the world. He's super fast. So even if they, inching close to him, he'll just run right through him and it's like nothing, So yeah, the defense is not that good, guys. So that's one good thing, but our offense cannot make no mistakes. No dropping balls, no like deflection, return, none of that. Let's not make the Bengals defense look like the 85 Bears, okay? No matter what we do, let's not do that. Let's continue. Okay, Joe. Joe knows. He's so dangerous. Throws a pretty ball. Oh my goodness. There's two things going on here. Either the Ravens defense is not really that good, or the Bengals have a good running back. Brown over here, he looks amazing. Even Moss made a few plays. So, obviously Joe Burrow looks like incredible. He's just on point in this game, but I don't know. Like, I've heard that they have no running game, but from what I'm seeing, they have a thorough running game. So, I'm not really too happy about that. But let's continue. Beautiful. By the way, they look so much better than they did against the Commanders. I mean, right now, they just clicking on all cylinders. It's a bit scary. This offense looks deadly. Now, there's two things going on. Possibly both things could be true. That the Ravens defense is not all that and is making the Bengals offense look more terrifying than they actually are. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we see him, because we got a defense now. Let's not forget, Giants fans. We got a defense. We're going to get after Joe Burrow. and they better protect him because Sexy Dexy's gonna be in the building. You got Burns, the Spider-Man. You got Chapman. You got Davison, and now you got Aziz Ojulari. Whoo, man, my goodness, Basham probably in there too. I don't know how to say his name. Beckham. Oh, Basham. Oh, Basham. How do I forget that, right? My man's Basham, going bash him, smash him, all of that. Let's go. I don't know, guys. Like, their offenses are firing on all cylinders. Lamar Jackson looks great. Joe Burrow looks great. The receivers, everybody looks great on offense. The running backs, all of that. But their defenses, I don't know about the Ravens defense. The Ravens defense, it's not what I know them as. Because for as long as I can remember, the Ravens defense has always been one of the best out there. And they don't look like it right now. Or maybe the Bengals are really that good on offense that they're making them look that way. But I don't know. I think we got a good shot against this offense. I think it's a great test for our defense to face the Bengals offense. I think it's going to be a great test for sure. But both of these defenses look very weak. The Bengals defense is horrific. Just had to say it one more time. They're horrific. My goodness. Wow. Wow. Lamar Jackson just stiff armed the defensive lineman. Literally stiff armed them, moved back, got space obviously because he fell, and just threw a touchdown. That's crazy. Oh yeah, by the way, he dropped the snap on top of that. So he had to get up, and that's how the defender got close to him, even though kind of got him by the right. Let's go slow motion. Let's watch this because they would have called this on us for sure. Face mask all day long. Let's see. Oh no, nah, that was clean. I think that was clean. Yeah, he never put his fingers down. Yeah, that was clean. Oh, that was so nasty. That's wild. No way. He threw an interception? Oh, that was horrific. Tucker! He never misses, mother. Mr. Tucker! He never misses, mother. My man's Lamar had it going on, and then he just fumbled the ball at the worst time. Wow. It's like almost as bad as Joe Burrow's interception earlier. Damn. And they were moving down the field too. They were about to handle business. That's unfortunate. But I don't know, because maybe it's the center, because that's like twice like he wasn't in sync with Lamar, so I don't know, but they got to fix that though, because that's dangerous. Harbaugh don't like it. Okay, here we go. Oh god, that's terrible. Oh my god, no, you're not gonna let him do that. Wow. Well, that's over. They got Tucker. First and goal. They're like, yo, we got to finish this right now. Yep, that's the end of that game. All right. Okay, guys. I just got done watching the highlights of the Bengals versus the Ravens. And I must say, the Ravens offense with Lamar and also the Bengals offense with Joe Burrow, Chase. I mean, let's not forget Zay Flowers over there. They got big boy running back, They look good. Both offenses look spectacular. But I'm not sure Are they spectacular because their defenses are not that good? That's like up for debate, because the defenses just looked horrific for the most part. Especially the Bengals. The Bengals defense looks horrific. So I don't know. I feel very confident with our defense to be able to impact Joe Burrow. And I think if we impact him, he won't be able to spread the ball like that. We need to make sure we stop the run. Jamar Chase is a monster. Got to keep him tucked. T. Higgins got to keep him tucked too. He's right there, But hopefully we get Malik Neighbors back, because I don't think it's gonna be a shootout. I don't want to get into a shootout because Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Joe Burrow have been together for way longer than Daniel Jones with Malik Neighbors. And even Wan'Dale Robinson, I guess you could say, So, like, I don't want to go on the shootout for certain. And, we kind of known to be dropping balls, and these guys don't look like they drop anything. Anything in their vicinity, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase seems like they catch it. So, I don't want to go in the shootout, so hopefully our defense makes sure of that. So, guys, we know Thibodeau is not going to be there this week, even though Dable said it's going to be week to week, but we'll see how that goes. But let's check on Malik Neighbors real quick. Definitely got to check on them. Okay, so what they're saying is Malik Neighbors is questionable for Sunday, so we don't know yet. He's had the extra 3 days, entire week after missing last week. So hopefully we can get him back. I mean, we got a really good chance of getting him back, but hopefully everything works out with Malik Neighbors, because we definitely could use him. He would look so good out there with that number 1 jersey, with that number he's wearing, because he's going to be on the other side of Jamar Chase, who also wears the number 1, and we're going to see which LSU receiver is really him, even though we both know they're him. But yeah, hopefully we get Malik Neighbors. I also read that Kayvon Thibodeau is going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Of course, Dable said week to week, but that's what it seems like. It's going to be 4 to 6 weeks after his wrist injury. But again, guys, don't worry about him, because Bash him, Smash him is in the building right after Azeez Ojulari. I think we're going to be just fine. Again, not that I don't want Thibodeau playing. Of course, we need him. Of course, he's very, very valuable to our defense. But I really don't think it will break us, One player doesn't make 11-man team. So, yeah. Let's hope other ones, like a big boy in the front, which I'm not even going to mention because I don't want no bad juju, you know what I mean? But I think our offense is going to handle the Bengals defense. I think with Malik or without Malik, but it would be so much better with Malik. But let's hope for the best. I guess Devontae Smith and AJ Brown both have been under concussion protocol, and they missed a few games. So I know this is a little bit abnormal, because we see certain players, they come back the next week. Other ones miss only 1 week. And I know he's had it for 10 days before the next game, and he was nowhere even close to getting into the game, so he was ruled out real quickly. But you never know with concussion, better safe than sorry, that's for certain. So I wish him the best. I wish him a quick recovery. We need you, Malik. Get up in there. Yeah, I think we got a really good chance against the Bengals to finally stop this prime time depression that we've been having for such a long time. And hopefully we score some touchdowns. We're going to need to score some touchdowns. I know we haven't scored a touchdown on our home turf this year yet, but we're going to need to start doing that. We played at home twice, and twice we did not score 1 single touchdown. So either it's bad juju, it's either the fans, always getting on DJ. I don't know what it is, but we need to step up our game at home and step up our game on prime time. And we're going against a lethal offense. So yeah, let's figure this out, guys. I think our defense is going to keep Joe Burrow under check with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and whoever they feel like they need to get. Oh, God. I feel like I got so much confidence in our defense. I just see them every single week. They getting more and more vicious. We got the most sacks in the league, guys, so far into week 5. So, it is what it is. I feel super confident, and DJ has been playing out of his mind as well. So, hopefully we get some more Tracy, even Singletary. We could get him back. That would be nice too. But I think that's very unlikely. But we do got, Eric Gray. Hopefully he keeps that ball tucked in. I don't know why he's fumbling so much, but he had nice screenplays. He's nice. He's good at blocking as well. So is Tracy. Tracy finds the holes. He gets it running well. So I'm good with the running backs. Even though we had cough ups of the ball here and there, it's still okay. And then we got Miller coming in. I'm pretty sure Turbo if Singletary is not going to be there. So I think the next man step up scenario we got going on for the New York Giants, I think we're gonna be good. I feel pretty confident. Pretty confident. You never know in the NFL, but I feel pretty confident that we're gonna handle business against the Bengals. So until we handle business against the Bengals, and hopefully I go live for that for the first time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about Culture of Excellence. And go Big Blue. Go Giants, baby. Let's go.